Unconditional Love, Part 2, A Force of Movement. January 8, 2016. Unconditional love is a force of movement. It is not a form of physical movement, as physical movement is restricted to the third-dimensional realms of reality. The fifth-dimensional force of movement is associated with unconditional love. How can that be, you ask? To answer that question, we will define movement via the different dimensions. 3D movement equals movement through time and space via the physical body that you are wearing. Your third-dimensional consciousness is aware that your surroundings have changed from place to place. Also, it takes time to move from one space to another. You usually resonate to a beta wave state of consciousness during your third-dimensional journey across physical time and space. 4D movement equals movement through time-space of the astral world. Fourth-dimensional time is much faster than third-dimensional time. You could have what appears to be long astral journal or dream and return to your physical consciousness to determine that it has only taken a few minutes of your 3D time. You are usually in an alpha wave state of consciousness during your fourth-dimensional journey through astral time and space. 5D movement equals movement that is free of all time and space, as you journey into the realm of the now of the One. As you transition from the fourth dimension into the fifth dimension, you will likely have a delta wave state of consciousness. However, in order to remain within a conscious awareness of the fifth-dimensional reality, you need to maintain a gamma wave state of consciousness. In your experience of the past, gamma wave consciousness was very difficult to attain. Only those who lived away from the busy cities and had lives dedicated to spiritual development could attain a gamma wave state of consciousness. However, now gamma waves are actually entering your physical reality. When you experience gamma wave consciousness, you are free of all time and space. Hence, you can visit a different planet, higher dimension of reality, a starship and/or your own higher dimensional self via the energy field of gamma wave consciousness. However, the perceptions of gamma wave consciousness are not bound by separation and density as in the third dimension. Also, they are not bound by the astral time-space of your fourth-dimensional adventures. With fifth-dimensional gamma wave consciousness, you do not move from space to space, and it does not take time. Instead, you flow within the now of the myriad possible realities. If you do not give a possible reality your attention, it will appear almost as if it were a bubble. This fifth-dimensional bubble of a possible reality only becomes your reality when you bond your gamma consciousness with a vague possible reality. The way that you bond with the possible reality that you wish to experience is to send that reality unconditional love. You will feel that bonding. Then to enter that reality, you will use the violet fire of transmutation to adjust/transmute your conscious awareness to open the door to that reality. Be aware that when you enter into a fifth-dimensional experience of reality, it will be very different from your third and fourth-dimensional perceptions. Since the fifth dimension is not ruled by time and space, there is no separation between different spaces or different times. All possible times and spaces flow within the now of the fifth dimension. You will experience this higher dimensional flow primarily through your high heart and third eye. Your physical/astral, third fourth dimensional form/consciousness will experience an overwhelming feeling of euphoria, and you will likely feel your kundalini begin to travel up your spinal cord. Your fifth dimensional perceptions will not appear solid or separate. In fact, you will have to trust that what you think you are perceiving is real in this fifth-dimensional reality. It is within that now that you must depend on the unconditional love that you have given yourself. If you have even one thought that you are not good enough, this is not real, I must be crazy, you will instantly fall out of your experience. The reason why you will fall out is because you need the resonance of unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, and unconditional acceptance for yourself to be able to maintain your fifth-dimensional gamma wave state of consciousness. Also, perceiving the higher dimensions is just the first step. The next step is to allow yourself to believe that what you are experiencing is real. You will only be able to push away the well-trained voice of ego that says, "Who do you think you are?" Why do you think that you are good enough to be able to experience the fifth dimension? In order to place your ego in the back seat of your experience, you will need to unconditionally love yourself enough to know that you deserve this experience. Unconditionally forgive yourself enough to know that you are good enough for this experience. Unconditionally accept yourself enough to be the multidimensional being that you have always been. Remember that you cannot share what you do not possess. Fortunately, by allowing yourself to release third-dimensional ego training, embrace and accelerate your fourth-dimensional states of consciousness, consciously experience your fifth-dimensional consciousness as being real, your interdimensional portal that connects your third-dimensional self with your innate, multidimensional self, will open wide. With this portal opened and flowing freely, you will be able to live within the flow of loving yourself unconditionally, forgiving yourself unconditionally, accepting yourself unconditionally. Then, you can fully be yourself. Please remember your pre-birth promise to anchor this portal into the earth to share this ever-expanding energy field with Gaia. Blessings, the Arcturians. Channeled by Suzanne Lee. SuzanneLeePhD.blogspot.com